What's happening, everybody? Hey, everybody, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on? It's 8 o'clock on Tuesday night, May 21, and we are in the basement. That's right, live from my mother's basement, in the real basement that I grew up in when I was a kid here in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. I'm doing a show tonight by myself because I got COVID on Thursday of last week. I'm in quarantine, so let's talk. Let's have a good time. Let you guys know what's going on in my world. We'll talk to you about what's going on in your world, and we'll have some food because I do have some food with me. Now, although I don't have a gourmet chef down here, or a celebrity guest, or a doctor, or somebody who's going to change the world, I think I hear somebody trying to get in. I'm down here by myself. There's no studio audience, nobody. It's just me and you. This camera is my FaceTime camera on FaceTime, and this, of course, is Instagram. Everything that I record eventually goes on my YouTube channel. So let's say that up front, ladies and gentlemen. Go to my YouTube channel, please, and subscribe. We have over 6,000 subscribers. It's free, and you watch not only live from my mother's basement, but you get to see some of the funny videos that I put out, whether it's me doing stand-up comedy from a comedy club, or whether it's me doing some stupid sketches. I would appreciate it if you went. Bob Josher says he'll see me in Red Bank with Joe. That's really cool for me to hear that right up front because tickets are on sale for a big show that we're going to do together on June 23rd at the world famous Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey. So thank you so much for saying that. Stay tuned, folks. Let's talk a little bit. I have some things I want to cover. But you know what I want to do up front on tonight's show before I go into the news and what's pissing me off about the world? Massimo Battista, ladies and gentlemen. I have so much I want to talk to you about, but if you see these bottles of wine, one of them says, the real chooch. And this one over here says, cabiche. You know what? Why don't I do that right now? Because I know Massimo Battista, who is in Florida. He's from Naples, Italy. Great guy. I had my suits tailored that I bought from Massimo, and I loved them. They look great. So thank you so much. Here's his wine. This is the real chooch. This bottle of wine is empty because I drank it, the real chooch. And if you say hello to Massimo, he'll tell you where you could get it. He has another wine right over here, and this one's called cabiche. In Italian, this means, do you understand? Agabid, cabiche. So these are fun wines. They taste really, really great. I recently was introduced to good fucking wine. And I got a couple of bottles. I thought it was great. And before I start talking about good fucking wine on my show, I'm going to have a nice little sit down and maybe have those guys come to the show here in New Jersey because they're here in New Jersey. We'll talk a little bit about it. Of course, this was a big holiday weekend that just went by. You know, we celebrated, and a lot of people went down to the Jersey Shore. We have lots of Marinos in the north end of Boston, so says Janet Gilardi. I said that really quick. Janet, I want to say hello to you. I'm going to take in some questions in a little bit, so let's stay in touch. Watch the whole show, and we'll get to some questions in a little bit. Let me see who's down here. My husband is Michael Battista from Calabria. This is great. I'm glad everybody's writing in just this fast. But there's something that I have to do before I talk to everybody because it's going to get cold. What is a staple in any barbecue? Steak, hamburgers, chicken, fish, hot dogs. Hot dogs and apple pie. There are many different hot dogs you can get in the great state of New Jersey. Let me get my Coca-Cola. I'm doing a little homage to a friend tonight. Casanova Brothers Pizza. They closed their doors in Arizona. Unfortunately, one of the brothers passed away of COVID. I really miss these guys. So I just wanted to drink from this cup tonight. This is a Coca-Cola to say hi to my friends of Casanova Pizza, Casanova Brothers in Arizona. It's hot dogs, right? So hot dogs. What are the greatest hot dogs you could put on a grill? You got Thumans, the big thick ones, right? You got ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. And many different kinds. And you can go to a butcher and you get specific kinds. But shout it out. What is the number one hot dog that you might remember most in your life if you come from New York or New Jersey? Somebody said Nathan's. Somebody else? Anybody? Nathan's Franks are really, really great. And you know where Nathan's Franks are the best place to get them? A Subway. The Subway. In the Subway. All right? And now Joyce says Sabrettes. And yes, the answer is Sabrette. Now here's two Sabrettes, which we would call dirty water dogs. Hebrew National, I would say yes. Hebrew National. Sabrettes come with the old school Sabrette onions and sauce. Sabrette onions and sauce. We called it cooked onions. That's the way you said cooked onions. Right, Marco? Marco Asante. Cooked onions. Sabrette also makes a mustard. It also makes a sauerkraut. And it makes hamburgers. Now, there's a Bubba Burger, which is basically the best burger you can get at a supermarket without going to the butcher and put on your grill. I'm going on the record. Bubba Burger. The Bubba Burger. Right? So I have these Sabrettes. And I have a little onion sauce or cooked onions. We said cooked onions. You remember when you just got them at the corner and the guy had the little wheelie cart, umbrella, boom. 2 dirty water dogs for $3 and a Yoo-hoo. Anybody remember the Yoo-hoo? Okay, then you got it. So somebody's saying Chicago dogs, and I believe that too. Yellow mustard or Goulden's spicy mustard? Anybody? Anybody? Well, today I'm going to go with yellow mustard. I'm going with yellow mustard. Did you put the yellow mustard on first and then the sauerkraut? Or did you put on the sauerkraut and hit it with the mustard? Tell me. Tell me. Goulden's is the best. Goulden's came out with mayonnaise and ketchup. Mayo sup. Mayo sup. It's pretty cool. I'm going to put the mustard on my dog. Oh, fuck. It just whipped out. I'm going to put the mustard on the dog, right? What do you think? Somebody just said maple leaf hot dogs. I never even heard of that. Hey, did you lick your cap like this? And then your mother said, what the fuck you doing? What are we, animals? And then she did it. New York people are crazy. Sorry, Mike. Sauerkraut on a dog. No. You don't put sauerkraut on a dog? Someone just said in the live feed, Sicilian_Jen82. She said sauerkraut on a dog. I don't know. Well, here's the cooked onions. I'm going to put a little on because it's not hot. Somebody said yellow mustard. What's the best yellow mustard? Anybody? Anybody? French's yellow mustard. I do in ketchup. I would never put ketchup on my hot dog. Well, I'm from Chicago. All right, well, Sicilian Jen, I don't understand. Why wouldn't you put sauerkraut on your dog? Sauerkraut. Oh, I can go for some sauerkraut right now. The only reason why I don't have sauerkraut right now is because I have this. Bob says, Jimmy Buff's in West Orange. Italian dog, deep fried. Yup. Remember Jimmy Buff's? Texas wraps? All right, so I'm putting some onions on top of the dogs. Thanks, everybody, for watching tonight's show. Okay, so I got this. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have heartburn tonight. So, relish. Somebody just said relish. Yes, you're supposed to put relish. There's also not only just regular pickle relish, but there's mustard relish, which is for the lazy people who don't want to put relish and mustard. So they buy it together because they're fucking lazy. No ketchup, Mike. Anyone in here ever had a Chicago hot dog? No sauerkraut on a dog. I think the Chicago dog is basically a nice big hot dog, fat, cooked good, with peppers and onions and potatoes, if I'm not getting this incorrectly. That's a Chicago dog. Here in New Jersey, we would call that an Italian dog. I still can't get him to get back to me, Marco. But anyhow, okay, so here's the dogs. What is your side dish? What do you want now that you got these dogs, okay? Down here right now, I have potato salad. Now, I'm a stickler. I love potato salad, but it's got to be done right. There's German potato salad. There's Hungarian potato salad. There's Italian potato salad. But you got to do it right. You got to do it right. Right now, I'm getting a nice little smile from a celebrity out in Florida who is the producer, creator, and star of an up-and-coming feature film that you guys need to say hello to right now, because some of his friends are always writing into the show. He always writes into the show. Say hello to Ciro DiPaggio, ladies and gentlemen. He's right out there watching on Facebook. I'm so lucky to have celebrities right into the show. So there he is. Great to see you back normal, Mike. I'm almost 100%. We're going to talk about my COVID problem, but right now I'm going to have these hot dogs. If you look at Ciro DiPaggio right here on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see that I don't think this man ever put a hot dog anywhere near his mouth, because he is shredded and jacked, in great shape. He looks like he's 32 years old. All right, I wanted to say macaroni salad. Macaroni salad could be really screwed up. You got to get it from the right people. And where's the best place to get macaroni salad? In your neighborhood. My neighbor's 80 years old. Her name is Donna. This is her macaroni salad. See how it's dry? It's dry. You looking? You don't want it wet. You don't want too much mayonnaise. Some people put mustard in there. She got carrots in there. She got celery in there. She got love in there. And this is just the best. Look. You're supposed to have your hot dog before you have your sides. It's so fucking good. And you know what my neighbor Donna says to me when she gives me the macaroni salad? Look, you know what she says? Keep the Tupperware. Keep the Tupperware. You can keep it. How hilarious is that? All right, so I got the two dogs in front of me. I got all my friends watching. Joey Leones. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Drum roll, please. There you go. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor, Sabret. I'm sure this would taste a lot better if I had it on the grill in the yard. But I can't do this and go get the hot dogs off the grill and do everything by myself because I'm in quarantine, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's here. And that's the one thing that's difficult about being a single guy at my age. Nobody's around to help out. And you start to think, what would you do if something really bad happened? I'm going to have to get one of those necklaces that you hit the button and go, hey, I fell. Get the fuck over here. Hey, that could be a really good joke. The Italian version of I've fallen and I can't get up. It's going to be, hey, where the fuck are you? I'm choking. Come on, that was hilarious. People, this is good. I'm not going to do this too much. Life alert. I'm not going to do this too much. But once in a while, you got to treat yourself to some poison, right? Last Tuesday night, I had these great guys on my show. It was Nick Durst and Joe Calabrese. They have a podcast called, someone just asked me if I ever worked with Vic DiPotetto and Freddie Rubino, and the answer is yes. They're both very, very funny comedians. They're all Italian and from their East Coast. And yeah, we always did a lot of shows together. And I wish them all great success and continued success. Yeah, someone said that they didn't lose their taste buds. I lost my taste buds, but I got them back. I could tell right now that they're back because I could taste the onion. Last week I was talking about the guys I had on my show. Their podcast is called You Know I'm Right. And they were great. So I got a COVID test, as I do every Monday, to have everybody who comes sit with me on the show comfortable. They get a test too. Everything is done professionally. Contracts are signed. And believe me, my producer, Tatiana Blue Shell, goes out of her way to make sure everything is on the up and up so that nobody gets sick. Everything was fine. The next day, Wednesday, I went to Brooklyn, New York to do a show. We did a great show at a place called Carmine and Sons in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Great time, a lot of wise guys, a lot of fun. Next morning, I felt sick. So I took a home pregnancy test. The home COVID test, and it showed positive. I'm like, fuck. So I went to the doctor, the clinic where I get tested, and I had a test there. And they're like, well, you were just here. Why are you back? And I said, I got to get tested. It showed positive. So I canceled the show Friday night. I canceled the show Saturday night. Then I canceled the show on Sunday night. Monday, I spent the whole day and the night by myself. So here I am Tuesday night, still quarantined, haven't gone around anybody, not going to give this to anybody, haven't even seen my dad. Call everybody up on the phone, do the right thing. Thursday, I got to go back to the clinic. I'll get checked, and if I'm clear, I'm clear. I actually could probably do it now in the basement, which might be funny if I do it on this podcast. I love Coca-Cola. Sorry to say, but I know it's not all that good for me, but I love Coca-Cola. And I like Coca-Cola in a big fat glass with huge pieces of ice. All right, so I was supposed to do this show Sunday night in town, in the hometown that I grew up in. It's called Scotch Plains. They put me in the paper. Look how nice. And there were signs of me all over, and I couldn't even go because I knew if they saw me walking around like, he's okay, he's okay. Yeah, what happens when you get behind that microphone and you say, hey, everybody, how you doing? They're like, he's got COVID. So I stayed away. My apologies, Scotch Plains. I didn't mean to get sick, but we'll do it again in a better way. This town is extremely influenced by the Italian culture. So when people challenge history, remember, some people know the history for real. They know, they wrote it down, and they are that. So the mass amounts of Italians that came from the area of Mondazzole and Abruzzo, this is the story. So this area where I live at one time was actually called Little Italy. Here are my COVID tests, in case anybody was wondering. Riverside Medical Center, Route 22, Watchung. Thank you. They're nice people. They care. You get in and you get out. And it's fun in a way. So get tested. I wanted to do a shout out to all the guests that I've had on my show. Thank you, everybody. We've been autographing the wall. There's a huge wall over here, and I got everybody signing the wall. This lady came on my show. She drove 4 hours to be here on my show. She has a book out, which is all about her family migrating from Italy to the United States. And this one is by her, Mary Janusa Patterson's Inspiration Journey. And it's almost a cookbook as well. So big shout out, big shout out. Thank you so much. Janet Gilardi, who just wrote in on Instagram, is saying that she's in the north end of Boston. I just played Boston. We were at the Wilbur Theater, me and Joe Gorga from the Jersey Housewives. We're getting ready to do a bunch of more shows, but thank you so much for saying that. Stay in touch. Go to my YouTube channel, Mike Marino, live on YouTube. And now here we have someone that's writing in that is very dear to my heart. She was supposed to be at the show in Brooklyn last Wednesday night. Anna Dre from Upcycle Creations. Anna, I got COVID. I'm assuming that night somewhere. But we're starting to film more episodes of The Adventures of G.I. Giovanni. And this is Barbie Doll. Barbie Doll's clothes were created by Anna Dre of Upcycle. Oh, her boot fell. Oh, tickle, 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 tickle. This was made by Anna Dre. Now check it out. She got a machine gun, and she has decorative clothes, which is really, really cool. And we start filming some more episodes this week, so you're gonna laugh your ass off. I'm so sad that you didn't come to the show. Yeah. All right. I want to get to the news, folks. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching right now. Stay tuned. Only going to do a 45-minute thing this morning, tonight. Somebody wrote to me today one of the nicest things I've ever seen or I've ever heard. It actually said, this person, a woman, said, "You're one of the reasons I get out of bed in the morning because I watch your morning walk and I'm inspired." I never did the morning walk because I wanted to inspire anybody. I actually got up because I needed a reason to exercise. So I started talking about it on the Instagram, and now it's a thing. I didn't do it once for 2 days, and people were calling me going, "Are you all right? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?" And I'm like, holy shit, this is cool. So I appreciate you all. Folks, it's free to subscribe to someone's YouTube channel. You don't pay anything. It's free. It's free to follow someone on Instagram. It's free to be on Facebook Live. It's all free. So I encourage you to stay in touch with me and watch where I'm going, because not only do I do the 2 podcasts and perform live, I have a bunch of videos that are all on the internet, including TikTok and Reels, that I think you're going to have a lot of fun watching. So, what was the biggest thing to happen this weekend in the movies? Anybody know? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, record-breaking, multi-$100 million Top Gun. And I'm so glad that he put Val Kilmer in it. Now, I didn't see it. I don't know what it's like, but everybody who saw it is saying it's absolutely fantastic. So, and I always love Val Kilmer. The poor guy has throat cancer, and he's in the movie, so hopefully he gave him a sizable role, and that looks really, really cool. Anybody know where Tom Cruise is from? Anybody? Tell me. My friend Joe from Buenos Aires is saying he actually watched Top Gun at a drive-in theater. Now, I don't know where there's a drive-in theater in New Jersey, but that's got to be a great experience. Could you imagine? After all these years, you pull into a drive-in theater, and you probably listen to the sound on your cell phone. Jersey, LO. Yeah, well, I know Tom Cruise is from New Jersey. Anybody know where? Wow, Pablo Lewin just said Grey Poupon. Holy shit. Pablo, Grey Poupon. How many people remember the TV commercials? Is that mustard? And they go, pardon me? That's Grey Poupon. Oh, then another person will go, pass the mustard. What? You mean past the Grey Poupon. Because it's supposed to be, exclusive mustard. And it is really good. There's a Grey Poupon. I don't know. Maybe it's like a horseradish. When you have it, it makes your nose run. Okay, so Joe says, Warwick, New York, 25 minutes from my house. You hear it through your call. Let's go to a drive-in. You hear it through your cell phone. We walk, talk soon. Glad you're better. All right, Upcycle, Anna, Dre, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Don't worry, I will find Bobby Doll's shoe. Thank you for talking about Grey Poupon, Pablo Lewin. And Warwick, New York is outside of New Jersey, just outside of New Jersey. And I get it. All right, so what do you think of the Boston Celtics, East meets West? All right, so there's a question from somebody actually who's in Boston in the North End. And I'll get back to you on your basketball question. Right now we're talking about food, Grey Poupon, and whatever else the fuck it is I was talking about. Tom Cruise's movie. Greenside Park Club, miss you so much, James Smith. Nothing like a good old Jersey Shore pushcart dirty water dog. Yup, that's what we called them, the dirty water dog. Give me two dirties. Give me two dirties in the yoo-hoo. Hey. Giuliano, how you doing? Okay, so Tom Cruise's movie, Top Gun, really did break some records. It's pretty unbelievable. And you know what? It's what the world needed. An action-adventure movie that can take your mind off of COVID and all the fucking bullshit that's going on in the world just for a little while. Just for a little while, because we got to stay focused. All right, we got to get out of this fucking war, and we got to do something about the whole gun control shit. Because you all know damn well, if I was president of the United States, sorry, can't have a gun. Yeah, one guy fucked it up, while many people fucked it up for others. Can't have it. You can't have it. Got to get rid of them. Or maybe we'll pass some kind of a law that if you're 25 and you're not fucking nuts, you can have a pistol. That's it. Can't get a machine gun. You can't buy a fucking bazooka. You can't buy a tank. Come on, man. If you want those guns, join the army. Get going. Maybe we should bring back the draft. There you go. JJ's Hot Dogs, Dirty Water, Bloomfield Avenue, Newark. I like you, Bob. You got some great ideas, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to see you on the 23rd. Very good. It was 92 degrees, a record breaker in the state of New Jersey today. My brothers are all out on the Jersey Shore in Belmar. And where did they go today? Surfing. Yeah, the water had some nice waves, and away they go. So that was great. Nice to see 92 degrees. And what's coming to New Jersey tomorrow? A fucking storm. A nice big rainstorm. So what do they tell you to do? They tell you to go to Home Depot and get yourself a generator. And I love that, and I think that's a great idea. Is my cousin Gabriel Berardo. Nice to see you, my man. Keep on doing what you're doing. Sing those songs. Rap that music. Do whatever it is you got to do. Get your ass from Toronto, Canada to New Jersey. Come sit on my show with your cousin Mike Marino. I really miss our family the way it used to be back in the day. What's coming tonight is one hell of a storm also. To Canada? Holy shit. From southern Ontario. Yeah, this is storm season. They're saying it's starting early. We're going to get a lot more storms in the United States than ever before. So focus, ladies and gentlemen. Go out and buy toilet paper and water and be ready. Nathan Fries with malt vinegar aged salt. Is a little bit of a comeback on the fries. We didn't mention French fries. I should have. French fries in the state of New Jersey, nothing like getting the fries on the boardwalk. That was where you got a nice lot of salt and a lot of ketchup. And then there was some fries. Some people put vinegar on. That's actually a Canadian thing as far as I'm concerned. In Canada, they have a thing called poutine, which is gravy and cheese, and they put that on their French fries. What do we call that in the state of New Jersey? Anybody? This is a good trivia question. What do we call French fries with gravy, brown gravy, not red, gravy, and cheese in the state of New Jersey? Anybody? Come on. Tommy Tarantino, what are you doing, baby? Nice to see you on the show. Wish you guys were all down here having a party with me. Ciro, thank you so much for all the pumping. Mac and cheese, corn on the cob. Joseph Camariri, how you doing, buddy? I love all these people. Top Gun Maverick. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. Oh, Tom Cruise was from Glen Ridge. I thought he was from West Orange or Montclair, Verona. Disco fries. Ding, ding, ding. And do I have a fucking bell? Disco fries. Disco fries, the best thing for you when you're intoxicated. Remember when you went out dancing and the music was fucking pumping, Diamond Girl, da da da, and you were having a great time? Then your friends all got together to go to the diner, and you're at the diner, and you go, I'll have a pizza burger deluxe with a side of disco fries. And everybody stuck their fucking hands in those fries, right? How great was that? Love your huge wooden spoon. We hope you did not get hit on them. That spoon, I'm glad you guys can see it here on Facebook. There it is. The wooden spoon was given to me by my friend Nico Talaroni. Is that his name? No, is that his last name said correctly? Nico. Anyway, he has a podcast called The Wooden Spoon. Log on, say hello, watch these guys. They're young, they're up and coming. They probably have thousands more followers than I'll ever have, and they're the future. So hopefully someday, when this is all over, they can take over my podcast, live from my mother's basement, ruled by the wooden spoon, Nico. Annette Naif, how are you? It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing great. We're sitting here in the basement, chit-chatting. Annette, if you're going to be around on June 23rd, I'll be at the Count Basie in Red Bank. This time I'll be with your favorite comedian, Joe Gorga from Jersey Housewives. Nico's spoons are cool. That's right. These are my friend Nico. He sells these spoons, so if you actually go on Nico Talarone's podcast, The Wooden Spoon, you'll see that you can actually order them. Here's something else that I wanted to mention when it comes to food. Anybody remember this? Chock full of nuts. Chock full of nuts. I didn't even know they had them anymore. And I went to a store, and there it was. John's Meat Market, how you doing? I'm so sorry that I couldn't do the show this weekend in the streets of Scotch Plains, Park Avenue. I have COVID, so I'm sitting in the basement. I'm recovering. Not that I felt sick, really, but it's what I got to do. Chock full of nuts is that heavenly coffee, so says Joe from Buenos Aires. So when I bought the chock full of nuts, I also bought the coffee Tim Horton. Tim Horton is a hockey player from Canada, and he started the coffee in Canada, made its way to upstate New York like Syracuse and Utica, and now in certain places in New Jersey you can actually get it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, John's Meat Market. You guys need to come down to the basement and do a show with me. Let's schedule that. It would be hilarious. One of the oldest butcher shops, I think, in the state of New Jersey is John's Meat Market on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Folks, they celebrated 90 years, I believe. 90 years. And it is the homespun, beautiful, great place. And I love going in there just to hang out and get a haircut. So check them out. What else I wanted to talk about? It's hot. We talked about summer. Okay, summer romance. Is the romance in your life the best? Spring, summer, fall, winter. I always thought summer. Summer is the time to meet that special someone and you go through the hot, heated summer, sexy. And then in the fall, when everybody's getting ready to put on a sweater and watch the leaves fall, you got the girl, or the girl got the guy, or whatever. So we could do that. Angie Babe underscore 19. I just got done talking about your son being on the podcast last week and how great the show was. Her son is Joe Calabrese, and he is from I Know I'm Right podcast. The summer wind came rolling in across the sea. So says Joe from Buenos Aires. And yes, that's the song we all sang at the end of the summer as we cried that we were going to miss our summer loves. And then there was people who cried who said, I have to marry my summer love. That's fucking funny. Shut up. I'm laughing. Jad Beach, how you doing? Is it summer? Is it a fling? You guys remember having flings? Can you say fling anymore? Now, if you have a fling, 10 years will go by and you might be getting sued. Either or, could go either way. I'm having a lot of fun watching Johnny Depp. Holy shit. Could you imagine your wife came into your room and took a shit on your pillow? How do you ever forget that? How do you forget someone's shit where you sleep? I could never go in my room again. I'd be fucked for life. I'd have to move. I would have to move. And what does it smell like? Captain Kirk, how you doing? Captain Kirk, greatest character on television. I used to do a routine about how I was offended that there were no Italians on Star Trek. You know what? I got to bring this joke back. There were no Italians on Star Trek. And I used to say, what are they trying to tell me? That there's no Italians in the future? That we don't know how to walk on the moon? Who do you think invented the moonwalk to allow the man to walk on the moon? The Italians. You get it? So then I thought, what if Captain Kirk was played by an Italian from New Jersey? And then you see him flying through space. All right, here we go. The fuck did we hit? You get it? You get it? Hey, I think we hit something. Spock, turn around. We got to make a U. We got to make a U. This is what happens when you're a comedian in fucking quarantine. You start losing your mind. I got to write this shit down. Then I'll go like this. Hey, Sulu, did you fart? Come on, what are you doing? We can't open the window. And check off. Your name is Jerk Off. Lieutenant Uhura. Come and sit by the captain. Come on, people. That's just hilarious. Wait, a new routine for the show, right? Oh, here you go. Scotty, engine room. I want you to stick a couple of baseball bats out the window. I'm going to do a drive-by over the Klingons. I'm going to make them an offer they can't refuse. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. New routine coming back to Mike Marino live in concert. Jeanette Gilardi says, good seeing you, Mike. When you decide to come to the north end of Boston, I'll cook for you and maybe a hot dog and potato frittata. Yummy. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. And I would love a hot dog and potato frittata. I really would. Here's the other hot dog sitting in my dish. It's cold now. But thank you so much for tuning in and watching, and make sure you follow me. Beam me the fuck up. All right, Bob, I appreciate that. That would be funny too, right? Engine room. Yeah, there's a problem down here on this planet. There's a bunch of green people. Beam us the fuck up. We're fucking dying down here. All right. Holly, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Joseph Camariri, nice to see you, my friend. Mike, talk about, hold on. Sausage, not hot dogs. I had sausage and peppers on last week's show. Now we're having hot dogs because I was talking about the holiday weekend. Not a holiday weekend, a Memorial Day weekend. Um, so we talked about songs, parties, flings, singles, kids, COVID. My front doorbell don't work. Oh, and we are in inflation. In this is the highest inflation has been in 40 years. Well, come on, people. We spend way too much money on crazy, stupid shit. Hi, Mike. Nice to see you again. Iannucci, Tony. How you doing? All right. Well, listen. I'm gonna get going. We got another 5 minutes I'll spend on some questions and answers. Should I take a COVID test while you guys are watching? Nah. I have a lot of shows this month. We start traveling after this weekend. I'm quarantining till Friday because Monday I go to Ronkonkoma, New York, and I will be playing a part in a movie called The Legend of Ronkonkoma, The Lady of the Lake. I'm playing an EMT who saves lives in this scary ass movie. So you guys got to watch it when it comes out. Same producer director of the last movie I did called Four Cousins and a Christmas. You could watch that movie on Vizio television. Four Cousins and a Christmas. So check that out. Someone asked me about a movie that I once did called Criticized. That movie's still out, and you can watch it at criticizedthemovie.com. Criticizedthemovie.com. Written, directed, and produced by my friend Carl Evans, who I haven't seen in quite some time because of the pandemic. I'm also going to be working in August on a movie called Liquor Run with Spliff Star, who's a rap music star known for a lot of different songs that he's been doing throughout his career. We're actually going to have him on the show one of these days, and I think it's going to be tremendous. So let's see all this go through. Right now, the next show that I'm going to do in the state of New Jersey is June 23. I'm going to jump on stage with my friend Joe Gorga from the Jersey Housewives at the Count Basie Theater. The show is called Inside the Vogel, so make sure the show is Inside the Vogel Theater at the Count Basie. That's Red Bank, New Jersey. Go on the internet, check it out. You can actually get tickets at therealjoegorga.com, mikemarino.net. June 17th, I will be at the Ha Ha Comedy Club in North Hollywood, California. June 18th, I will be at the Chateau Comedy Club in North Hollywood. June 13 through 15, I will be at the Tropicana performing at the Laugh Factory. The Laugh Factory is one of the oldest, greatest, most legendary comedy clubs in the world, and it's inside the Tropicana in Las Vegas. Tickets are on sale, and then after the month of June, you'll see more shows throughout the month of July. So please stay tuned, have a lot of fun, keep the world laughing, and I will stay in touch with you, all right? Any questions before I sign off? Hi, Sharon, how are you? I hope you're watching and having fun. Home pregnancy test. Yeah, well, I'll take it after I'm done having my hot dogs. The COVID test. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Thank you so much, Karen Garabedian. Danny, nice to see you. Sorry I didn't get to perform this weekend over in town. Lisa Danielle Ruchuba. I still would like to have you on the show. So write to me again and we'll make that happen. And Bruce, how you doing? Bruce Social, ladies and gentlemen, big actor, a lot of movies, a lot of big things happen in his world. There's one of my sponsors, Robert Catalano from Regina's Pizza in Akron, Ohio. We got to talk about his products in the future shows. And then I'm going back to California to see one of my fantastic friends, Bob Quattro from Foggia Italian Market in Delhi in Lakewood, California. This guy's got the deli of all delis, and I miss you. is my actor friend Gio Drasconi, who I'm going to have in the basement someday. Hey, Gio, this is your co-star, Barbie doll. I got to get all my celebrity friends to do some voices in the production of The Adventures of G.I. Giovanni. So you guys can start watching them all right now. Go to MikeMarino.net. Subscribe. I will see that you subscribe within the next 15 minutes, so please subscribe. Thank you so much, Bob. I'm feeling better. The Bumsky Show you guys got to tune into. I want to have you back on my show. Now everybody seems to be writing in. But I do got to get going. I want to finish these hot dogs. I want to finish this macaroni salad. And I want to get to bed because I got to get in great shape for this movie that I'm working on. And I'll be in touch with everybody. Thank you to my producer, Tatiana Blue Shell, for always making the podcast live from my mother's basement smooth, cool, and badass, and available to everybody around the world to watch. You can watch it on every platform you can think of, ladies and gentlemen. iTunes, Google, Spotify, Anchor, Italian American Radio in New York City. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, my website, MikeMarino.net, Twitter, LinkedIn, Patreon. Come over the house. Don't come over the house. Say, hey, Marino, or not Marino, gonna be Marino. You can do it. If you want to be on my show, I'd be more than happy to consider it. All you have to do is write to Tatiana Blue Shell and say, I'd like to be on the podcast live from my mother's basement. What do I have to do? Just write to Mike Marino Entertainment at gmail.com. Say hello to Tatiana. Send me some fan mail, Mike Marino Fans at gmail.com. And of course, if you would like to sponsor one of the shows, we have plenty of room. I'm touring live until April of 2023. You want to jump on the shoulders? You want to buy some swag? You want to get in the game? You can do it. MikeMarino.net. Remember, everybody, let's make America Italian again. You don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, and you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. Say it with me. Come on, write it, say it. Don't take no shit from nobody. Good night. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.